Good morning, Saints. Yes, I want to talk a little bit of church stuff today. It's not really church stuff; it's life stuff. Uh, as I was kind of wandering through YouTube this morning, I ran across something, and I really don't even want to say where I ran across the question because there's certain persons or subjects that I'm trying to avoid. But I'll just say there was a discussion that I ran across. People were talking about the age-old story, gay. They're discussing, is gay a choice? Now, my immediate reaction to that, it always sounds ignorant and stupid to me. Because I feel like in 6,000 years, these people should have figured this out by now. They shouldn't be still asking, oh, it's a choice, it's a choice. But what I was contemplating, that perhaps homosexuality is a choice for some people. And the choice is to tell the truth, which is that you're attracted to men, or in women's case, women, or to lie. So you do have a choice. You don't have a choice about what your sexuality is, because that's what it is. But you can choose to lie. Point in case, we're hearing a lot about William McRae lately. I guess he's got a lot of legal stuff going on or whatever. People are exposing him. But I'll use him as an example. Now, this is a Kojic person, which is just Church of God in Christ. It's a church. And they have a lot of these kind of characters. Maybe not to the extreme that he is. A lot of these kind of characters who to the naked eye appear to be gay. Now, William McRae will look you right in your face and say he is not homosexual. He looks homosexual. He talks homosexual. He definitely walks homosexual. He has all the attributes of a homosexual person. He's not attracted to women. And he'll still say that he is not homosexual. Now, that's his choice. You see where I'm going with this? It's a choice to deny it. You can choose. I guess people can live their whole life that way. And he's not the only one. When I see some of those conventions, I look around and I say, "Oh my God!" I mean, they're all seem to have a woman on their arm, but this seems like the gay convention. But they go in there and they pretend. So you're pretending. So the choice is, will I live in reality, or would I just live a lie? I'll just deny it. I'll just pretend that I'm straight. I have no attraction to a woman. That's what defines what a heterosexual person is. But I choose the lifestyle. That case, not very successful. Let's take another one. You know, there's certain ones that have become popular on the internet. So we can't avoid Andrew Caldwell. Now, have you guys ever seen Andrew Caldwell walk? Andrew Caldwell walks like he is a woman. It is something deeper than just a simple who he has sex with. His mannerism is so extreme that he has the appearance, all he's missing is a wig, really. If you picture him with wig and makeup on, you can see that this man is he's definitely homosexual. But he chooses not to be homosexual. So he's made a choice. My choice is I'll lie. I will fight this to the death. And many times, I'd imagine they do deny themselves sex. I imagine that a lot of them don't deny themselves sex. They're just secretive. So perhaps the choice is to live as a gay lifestyle. In other words, you can, for me, I'll use myself for an example. I'm using everyone else. I might as well use myself. For me, when I came out, I lived in Indianapolis, Indiana, right? I lived as a heterosexual. People close to me had their suspicions. I had heard little innuendo through the years. But basically, I didn't have I didn't have mannerism, right? So it was always a little bit of a mystery. But I just didn't have a lot of girlfriends. You feel me? But when I decided to move to Los Angeles at 19, the moment I touched base in Los Angeles, I was out. All the way out. I only knew gay people. My goal and my ambition was to live in the gay ghettos, gay neighborhoods. I presently now live in probably one of the gayest neighborhoods in the country. That was my choice. I will live as a gay man. But there are examples of people who make a choice to stay in the heterosexual world, to still pretend. Unfortunately, I think sometimes tragically, they will even get married and have a family, even though they know in their heart they are homosexual. They know. Perhaps their mama knows. They say the mother always knows, but they make a choice to live a lie. I think it's kind of sad, but that's just my opinion. So, the question was, is it a choice? I think the choice is to live as they say, to live your truth or to live a lie. You can choose to live a lie. You can choose to live a lie. How long will that lie hold? That is the question. Because I don't think you should be on here marrying somebody, using up her youth. I mean, let's face it, youth is important when you come down to relationships. Use somebody's youth up and start families with children, and then in the middle of that relationship, at some point, you can't do it anymore. You can't lie. So now you're coming out and you have to leave all these people behind. When it might have been easier for you just to be yourself. So in that way, yes, it is a choice. It's a choice. Will I be a gay person? An out gay person? There are other shadowy kind of ways people live in the closet, and or they just don't tell people that they're homosexual. They say it's not important. You know, there's all kind of ways to choose to live your life. How much you're out, you know. I used the example like at a few years ago, no newscaster was out. Although I suspect that a lot of them were gay people in politics, commentators. Well, when after Anderson Cooper started coming out, they start dropping out of the trees. And so now it's not a big deal. But see, they're chosen career over their sexuality. They didn't define themselves as gay men. It comes down to how do you define yourself? Right? So anyway, I found that question intriguing for some reason today. I've heard it all my life. It's usually church people make this decision, make this you can change kind of thing. It's a choice. Like I'm just gonna all of a sudden one day just say I want to suck. Anyway, could I decide right now? I've been gay I'm 60, so I'm 61. So I've been gay for at least, let's say around 10 years old. So I've been gay for 50 years. Now, can I make a decision, a choice, to no longer be gay? The other choice you have to make is to be attracted to women. Would I be able to do that? To just stop being attracted to men and be attracted to women? Of course not. But I could decide to pretend that I'm attracted to women. I could decide so many women need a man, you know. I can go over there and pretend. I could decide that. I can decide that, because I think a lot of that is internalized homophobia. You just don't want to be gay. In the case of those people. They don't want it, but it doesn't change it. Doesn't change it, see? That's why I believe people need to get out of the Bible and start looking at nature, because nature is what God creates. Who can deny that homosexuality is in nature? It's just there. It's in the animal kingdom. You can watch animal movies. It's there. And it's in us as well. It's just part of creation. Because the Bible don't say something about it. That just means whoever wrote that particular book in there, you know, there are separate little books. They're just a whole lot of pamphlets, a whole lot of short stories. You're reading what their interpretation of was, right? So if they didn't know anything about homosexuality, you're getting your ideas from a person who didn't know anything about it. Anyway, I thought the question was interesting. No, I don't think people get to choose their sexuality, but I do think that they get to choose if they will live the truth or a lie. I would imagine that is it's nothing I would ever want to live a life that is a lie. Okay, Happy Friday, people. Maybe I'll get a chance to come back in here. You hear all the hammering and banging. This dog is something, man. Tell you about this dog. So the dog, you can hear that they're working on the hallways in here, right? So there's all kind of construction works and all that. And it just drives him nuts. He's barking. And a couple of hours ago, he ended up in the bathroom because I couldn't take the barking, right? And so when I came here to do this video, he wanted so desperately to stay with his dad to eat because he's the kind of dog that is with me all the time. I mean, where I go, he goes, right? So I tried to get him, and he crawled up under the chair, and he wouldn't come out, right? So what the dog was communicating to me was, I'll behave. And he wanted to be out here when I was making this video, and he has not made a peep. Now, this is self-control because that noise drives him nuts. I know it does. He's made a choice.